Operator of MinPoliceClips.com died Tuesday of colon cancer at his home near Buffalo, 39 years old. And I knew just a little bit about this site. I did not use it regularly, but I knew it existed, and I've since gone and looked at it. And it was really a clever resource for all of us in the media and for anybody that wanted to see what was going on out there. And I always wondered, who is this that's putting it together? It's not CBS, it's not the Pioneer Press. Who's doing that? And it was this guy, and people were tapping into it, and it was a hit, and it was valuable. And he passed away at the age of 39 of colon cancer. His mother, Nancy Sandell, talked a little bit about it in the press this week, and also mentioned that there is a Kickstarter campaign to cover some of the attendant expenses. Nancy, it's John, and you're on WCCO Radio. Thanks for taking my call. How are you tonight, Nancy?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
I know this is a hard time for you. Tell me a little bit about your son first. They described him in this story as the anonymous lone operator of MinPoliceClips.com. What was that site all about?
It was something he started about 6 years ago after he got laid off from his job. And it had been a hobby, and he enjoyed listening to police scanners since he was a kid. And he just turned it into something that he really enjoyed doing because he was helping people. It was like, and I didn't even know. He told me last year, "Hey, Mom, you should listen to this site, Police Clips. You love listening to police calls." Didn't even have a clue.
You didn't know that was him?
No.
Well, where was he operating it out of?
My mother's house.
Well, he stayed with your mom. He stayed with his grandmother, correct?
Right.
So he must have had a little lab or studio or something there?
He had about 5 or 6 police scanners and his computer. And he listened, and he was always one, when he was a kid, to stay up all night anyways. So he listened to all these scanners and downloaded the calls. The scanners saved the calls. And then he posted them online. And then put his, I guess what I'm hearing from everybody, his humor was fantastic. And after a while, after I had read it and stuff, I'm like, gee, that sounds like Jeff, because of his humor. And finally, a month or two ago, he told, "Yeah, that's me, Mom."
Oh, no kidding. So even when he told you to listen to it and read it, he didn't say, "I'm it," and then you kind of put 2 and 2 together eventually, huh?
Right.
I wonder, do you know how many people would download or go to his site? I wonder how much traffic he got, Nancy.
Well, it said just underneath that he had 120,000 or more followers. And what I'm hearing from a lot of them, they were police officers. They were wives of police officers, EMTs, a lot of different people, and just normal, us everyday people, to find out what was going on in their neighborhood.
So he wasn't like a citizen journalist out to bust anybody. He thought more he was a facilitator for the community?
Right. To let people know what was going on, for those who didn't have police scanners, who was wondering, why was that siren going by?
But he was a fan of the police, right?
Oh, yes. Yep. His dad was eventually going to be a police officer, but then couldn't. So, and he knows a lot of different people who are police officers. So, yeah, he was in favor, of course, of the police.
He passed away of colon cancer at the age of 39. His father did as well, correct?
Yes, at 50.
So did he suspect hereditarily that he would be vulnerable to this too?
The doctors told him that it was hereditary, that form.
Oh, so he thought he was going to get it at some point.
Yes.
But at 39, and then how long before him being diagnosed with it Did he pass away? How long did you all know?
He never went to the doctor. He just figured, and he had symptoms and stuff, but he would not go, just like his dad didn't.
Didn't want to do the chemo or any of that?
No, he saw what his dad went through, and he wasn't going to do that. He thought, I'm just going to live my life up to the very last minute and not get sick, feel awful, because his dad did not survive. Mm. It was that bad. And so he said, no, I'm not.
So I guess you've got to respect that. You're his mother. I know you want him to live. It's a aggressive kind of cancer, and you have to let him decide, huh?
Right.
So, Nancy, now I have the article in front of me, and now I don't see where there was some sort of funding page. Is there something going on along those lines?
Yeah, one of his followers started a GoFundMe page to pay for his cremation.
A fundraiser page has been established to help with the family's expenses related to his death. GoFundMe.com.
Right, under police clips.
Police clips, type that in. GoFundMe.com, type in police clips, and you'll see the page.
And it was just one of his, listeners that loved and had talked to him, typed out, back and forth with him. Huh. And he said, I want to start this for you, and I'll turn it right over to you. Don't worry, I'm not a scammer, etc. And he did. He turned it over.
It's ironic because this is the week that we are listening to some of these police clips about what happened, in this Philando Castile case. And that would have been the sort of audio he would have captured, as well as the mundane, benign audio, but that he would have made that legally available to people as well.
Right.
Well, Nancy, my best to you and your family, and, I just think what he did was unique and interesting and helpful, and I'm so sorry to see a young man taken like that. If we can help you in any way, we sure will. GoFundMe.com, type in police clips, and there you will find the page to your son.
And I hope everyone can find their calling like Jeff did to do this.
Well, he was good at it, Nancy.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm finding out from everybody. They loved it.
Is the site going to continue? Is somebody else going to do it?
Yes. A friend of his that had been talking with him about it to help him, is going to try to continue it. So it's going to take a little bit. He's going to try to post a little bit and try learning all this stuff like Jeff did.
Yeah.
But yes, he's going to take over in Jeff's memory to continue on a public service.
You're in Buffalo, are you, Nancy?
I'm way up north.
Oh, no kidding.
I live way up north in a little cabin in the woods. Yeah.
I'm out of time. Call us anytime. We can do something for you. You let us know, okay?
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you, Nancy.
You too.
Nancy Sandell up north, 648. That's a Wixon Jewelers time check.